What's going on, guys? Your boy XQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode of Beyond the Cube. As always, we have got the powerful one with us once again.
So my apologies for
Colorado. Oh, what's up?
I'm apologizing for missing last week. I felt like shit. I felt like dog shit. I never get enough sleep.
It's okay.
It caught up on me, and I was like wiped out. It sucked. I hate feeling like that because this is what I do for a living, right? Well, not this show, but like in general, broadcasting is what I do. So I don't like to be right. I don't feel like it. No, fuck that. I was a pussy and I felt sick, and fuck that. So it won't happen much. Hey, I can't say it won't happen ever again. But it won't happen much.
Hey, look. I mean, it's not anything that was off-putting. You know, every once in a while we have a down day, okay? Maybe we don't feel up to snuff, all right? And it's all good, okay? That's what I believe.
Yo, man, and lately what's been making me sick is this news of what? Everything. Everything sucks. Everything's stupid. Everything's run by the goddamn Jews. I'm fucking over all of it. Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life down here.
Is that right? Is that the way it is? Man said, beat me up, Scotty. Well, look, I mean, and that's going to be our main topic come the end of the show. What is actually the State of the Union? Okay, that's what we're going to discuss for the last little bit of the show, and we'll definitely delve into that once we get to at that point in time. But Corey, of course, we had another snowstorm hit. All right. It seems to be snowstorm central, except where you're at. Y'all hadn't got hit by a catastrophic one, right? It's been like your regular run-of-the-mill, right?
This has been a very, very light winter for us. The lightest winter I've ever had here in Colorado. So, which is fucked up because the rest of the country was getting bombarded with subarctic temperatures and blizzards, and we're like, okay. Where's ours? We'll get more snow. Like, we'll have snow long past the rest of the country has snow, for sure. We'll probably get another snowstorm. We'll get one in March. We'll get one in April. And we'll probably get one in May. The last snowstorm of the year is typically in May every year. So, and y'all motherfuckers are like, snow in May? Shit. Yes.
Yeah, snow in May is weird.
But just remember my thesis. White people thrive in the Arctic snow. Like, it's where we're from. I'm convinced of that. It's in our blood to be uncomfortable in the cold. So that's my
right?
That's my genealogy speech for the night.
That's that Caucasus Mountain blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Caucasus Mountain blood.
Okay, well, I mean, look, well, I know there's a lot of black people that stay in the cold. What was it, Detroit?
That's true.
Michigan.
Yeah.
I
wonder what they're thinking.
I'm not sure.
You think that genetic memory would be like, man, get the fuck out of here?
That's what you would think. You'd be like, hey, you know, let's go back to somewhere tropic in nature. But no, once they got dropped off there, I mean, they felt good about it. You know, going out there with their heavy jackets and braving the storm, which is most of the year. Okay, once you start moving up north, you're cold most of the year, and it's snowing most of the year. I couldn't imagine being in Canada
for more reasons than one.
First off, just because, you know, and look, my fellow Canadians out there who enjoy the show, you're okay, but for everybody else, it sucks. Okay. Corey, I mean, we might have one or two Canadians that check us out. We ain't got
no Canucks. We got no Canucks watching this shit.
I seen I had a couple folks from Australia that checked the show out on the podcast platform. I was like, oh shit, a couple Aussies. All right. I had somebody. I think I had somebody from Nigeria who was a weekly listener. I was like, so one person from Nigeria who speaks English is a weekly listener. So we had some people in Britain. We know Corey loves the British folks. Okay,
I fucking hate them. I hate the British.
I'm trying to throw somebody a bone out
British
here.
Blood. I got British blood, man. My grandmother was full on Cockney. She moved to America after the war and married my grandfather and all that stuff. And she never capitulated on that fucking accent. Not for 50 fucking years. She kept that accent and she kept drinking her whiskey and smoking cigarettes till she lived to the old age of 92. So,
Huh.
Other than that, I hate the British because they're fucking weak. They're pathetic. Couldn't even keep us as a colony. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm related to these people.
Hey, look. The British, I mean, technically, America is British.
So them motherfuckers used to like get in like a box in like a line, like 10 across and 100 back. And they'd go in line and they'd be like, and aim and kneel and fire, boom. And then everyone would be given like a couple minutes to get to the back and, drag your dead bodies out in the next row and fire. Any motherfucker who came up with this style of fucking warfare deserves extinction. I'm sorry. It's the stupidest thing I ever fucking heard. God, I hate the British. Ugh.
Hey, look, I mean,
it's like they got cooties or something.
What? No, Corey, could we not agree that was an honorable way of combat?
It's dumb.
It's very honorable.
When someone's trying to kill your ass, you don't fucking worry about pomp and circumstance.
Well, I mean, look, it gave everybody a fair shot. We stand in a line, we shoot. You move to the back, next one's come up, stand in the line, shoot, and hey, however many's left standing is how many left standing. Once we start getting in close quarters, because you're constantly moving towards each other, and then it's bayonet time. You start sticking folks. Does that not sound like proper warfare?
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
No cover. This is grown man warfare, okay? No cover, all right? No shield. We going out here, and it's luck of the draw, all right? That's what it is. Whoever's gunpowder ain't wet that day.
So there's a balance. You got that bullshit where you shoot people in a line and you do all that, and then you got the other extreme, which is what the U.S. military has become, going in with sound weapons to make you shit your pants. You know what I mean? Which is, I think, is totally unhinged. There's a fucking happy medium in the middle of which warfare should exist.
Well, the discombobulator. That's what they call it.
It's like
the discombobulator.
Once again, South Park predicted this shit back in like the early days. Remember when they had the orchestra who played the brown note and then you shit your pants?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is. It's
the brown
note. It's the discombobulator. That's what they hit the folks in Venezuela with. They're like, bud, I mean, they came through and they hit it with us. We couldn't do nothing. So we were frozen. And they hit it
one thing that was scary.
Uh-huh.
One thing that was scary was that I read one of the testimonies of somebody who that happened to in Venezuela. And they said it was like the vibration started in his ears and then it moved toward the center of his head. And then he felt the real big pop. It obviously didn't kill him, but I want to know what the fuck popped. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what did pop?
That's fucked up, man.
That's the real question. Yeah, hey, they got some shit out there now. They got some real shit. They test some shit on people every day.
I really hope. So let's talk about this war that we're about to have, because it seems inevitable, right? If you have this big military buildup and then you don't do shit, you look like a big pussy, and then everyone laughs at you. And so, we can't do that because America's a bully. And if the bully backs down, then the bully gets made fun of, and he can't be the bully for much longer. And that's where we're at right now with Iran, right? And so we are posturing like we're going to go in and do something, which is ridiculous as fuck. Can you imagine if 2 aircraft carriers pulled up off the coast of the U.S. and said, we're going to topple your country? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. The fucking thing is ridiculous. And the worst part is they got 2 aircraft carriers. One of them, the guy's been stuffing their shirts down the toilet as a boycott to fucking and all this shit all over the floor. You seen this thing? 800 toilets and they're all clogged on this fucking Gerald Ford aircraft carrier. You ain't heard about this?
No, clogged.
Google the shit. Google the toilets on the Ford, man.
Second, man. Toilets clogged on what is it?
The USS Ford aircraft carrier.
Clogged toilets put pressure on American warship crew. That's 2 days ago. Oh, holy shit. Come on, cuz.
They ain't even got the toilets working on their fucking biggest aircraft carrier in the world.
The shitter? So,
The shitters.
hold on. So, did
They
they
had
give
to
them
stop
toilet paper or they give them paper towels? Because that's the problem.
They had to stop in Greece so all the sailors could get off and take a shit. I'm not even fucking around. Well, it's rumored that in a protest, many of the sailors are stuffing shirts down the toilet in hopes that it'll sideline the Gerald Ford. Because there's another thing. These motherfuckers are only supposed to be at sea for like 6 months, and then they go home. And then they back in 6 months later. They're on and off, right? These motherfuckers were they were set to get off at 6 months, and then Trump sent them to the Caribbean for the Venezuela thing, and then he sent them to fucking Iran. These motherfuckers been on there 9-10 months. They're fucking miserable. They people like missing funerals and birthdays and all the shit that they had planned to get off, and it's like they're pissed. So I think there's a good chance that it's been some sabotage because motherfuckers want to get off that goddamn boat. This is where morale becomes a huge thing. You have to maintain officer morale.
Look,
period.
I don't think nobody is interested in any morale at the moment. Morale? What's that? Ain't nobody trying to maintain that shit. We trying to keep morale as low as possible. That's just all there is to it. That's across multiple occupations, venues, whatever you're involved in. Morale's trying to stay low right now. The only thing morale's not low in at the moment is stock market. That's it. That's the only thing morale's not low in currently. But morale is low in everything else. As a whole. Well, I don't know. Maybe morale's not low in New York City. They got their guy. And he did give people. He upped it. He went from $19 an hour. I think you 30. Sometimes you could get 35 if I'm correct. 2 forms of ID. Shovel that snow. So I mean, morale's got to raise after that. Give people work. You know what I'm saying? Put people to work. So now he's going to take it on the back end because of that 9.5% tax hike on your property. But look,
so and the latest also on the war. The latest is that the Pentagon, they were trying to be tactful with Trump and be like, it's probably not a good idea because of this and this. And from what I'm reading, like in the past couple hours, is that now the Pentagon is adamantly warning him against this strike. And it's coming out that Trump saying he wants the Israelis to strike first. So Trump has a real opportunity here. A real opportunity, like the opportunity of a fucking millennia. And he can right now cut a deal with the Iranians that to not attack Americans, not attack American bases or the aircraft carriers. Mm-hmm. And that Israel is probably going to go rogue and attack them. And that they have the full blessing of the United States to unleash all their missiles on Israel. He could do this right now. And that's what should happen. He's not going to. But that could save the world. He wants to really be a hero and save the fucking world. That's the deal he should cut right now.
Well, Trump is psychotic, so that doesn't matter.
The best that we can hope is that he dies. He's like 80-something years old. He's got 3 years to go. There's a chance he might not make it all 3 years just by natural causes.
He said that. Yeah, he said that the likelihood of him being there for a long time is slim. He might be calling his own death. There's potential. He might see the writing on the wall, whether it be of natural causes or unnatural. I don't know which one. I don't know which one it will be. All right.
Well, I'm assuming he's just old and sick. And like, there's a picture of him with his vein in his neck sticking out. That's heart problem stuff. The bruising on his hands is heart problem stuff. He ain't in good shape. See, how the fuck do these people? They're like the scum of the earth, and they live to be like 90. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, life has a way of taking you out if you're having a good time. That's what they do. Man, if you're having a good time, boy, life will come by and clip you. You having a bad time, those people they get to hang around for the duration of it. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, it just is what it is. But the attack, could he attack? Yeah, I don't know. He's into attacking right now. He's been in attack mode since he's been in there.
So here's what I'm coming to gather. He talks a good game like he's going to attack like that, but I think really what's going on is if he doesn't do what Israel says, Israel will nuke Iran.
I mean, is that deep?
Yes. 100%. And I think it's not even it's not like even on a subtle level. I think that is overtly being discussed in the White House. Because these Jewish niggas, man, they don't give a fuck about international law, and they think that God is on their side and going to save them no matter what they do. There's part of the prophecy is that they will go to war. They'll go to war with the rest of the world. The rest of the world will turn on them, and God will intervene and save them. And then they will come to rule over the world at that point. And these motherfuckers believe this shit, dude. Just because you and I think it's stupid don't mean nothing. These fucking people at the highest levels are occultists. This became brutally obvious when it came up in my Kennedy research. And then when I found evidence of it with like previous assassinations going back to the 1930s, it was like, oh my God, this ain't some flash in the pan. This is how these people live and think. It's sick. They're sick in the fucking head. This is the product of thousands of years of inbreeding. This is what happens to you. You think I'm playing? No, I'm not playing at all.
Well, I mean, they got whole books devoted to them being the promised people. You know what I'm saying?
I have my own theories on that. Like, I don't like. Obviously, these people are not they're not the people of the Bible. Okay, period. They're from Poland and Ukraine. They're fucking white people. More typical white people bullshit. So here's the deal, though, with that. Oh man, I just lost my train of thought. Maybe I shouldn't have done that bong hit before we started the show.
The news update. Corey's moving away from dabs and going back to
no more dabs. Yeah, and hopefully within a couple of weeks I'll be done with this thing too. I'm on a I don't want to die and get old fucking kick, and so I'm shedding all the bullshit and been eating a good diet and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. So I mean,
bro, I went like 2 weeks in a row. All I ate was steak and avocado every day for 2 weeks.
Turning a new leaf. That's what they call it, Corey.
Well, no, it's not. That's ultimately the result. But honestly, I'm about to turn the big 50 next month, and I don't want to die yet. I want to make it to 75, unless the world gets real shitty, and then the Mossad can kill me and help me sell 1 million books. So, but until then, I don't want to be old and creepy and fucking like I don't want to be the guy who can't walk down the street or looks like Quasimodo or none of that shit. So I went to the gym last week. I don't know if I told this story yet.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I haven't gone and worked out yet. However, I got a call on the phone. It was a local number. I was like, okay, who's this? So I answer. And it was the girl at Crunch Fitness. Remember, I signed up 6 months ago, and though I haven't gone, I was like, charging me every month is my punishment for not going, right? And so I was cool with it. So she called me on the phone, and she's like, hey, this is a cute girl over at the Crunch. How about you come in and we do all your testing and stuff? It's free. And I was like, okay. And so I went down to the gym. And I stood on the little scale with the thing, and they got my body fat 27%, which I think is bullshit. Like, fuck off. I'm skinnier than I was fucking yesterday. Fuck.
I'm down. Body fat's 27%, Corey. It's okay.
I'm down to, I stepped on a scale earlier. I was 197. I usually hover at 205 to 210. I'm at 197. And I ain't changed nothing except I ate a bunch of steak and avocados, right? And so I go in there, I get all that stuff done. And she was banging, dude. Dude, bro, I cut off my little pinky to have a fucking girl with legs like this chick, man. Let me tell you, it was off the fucking chain. And guess what? That place was full of chicks in yoga pants. And so I have motivation. Fuck getting in shape, man. This yoga pants abound. Well, there's lots of them. I didn't think about it.
You didn't realize that? I could have told you that. But they ain't nothing but ass out shaking. That's what it is. Look, man, they figured it out, okay? They're like, dudes are gonna look, and more than likely we can extract what we need out of dudes if we wear this stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what none of them are saying. They over here, oh, this is what makes me comfortable, all this stuff. Man, please. I see even like on TikTok, I see the ones that are married, they got husbands. Every one of they start with their beginning video, whatever. It always starts a them in that soggy booty. And I'm here for it, okay? I mean, you put it there, no harm, no foul to me. But all of them know what they're doing. They're like, "Bo, I'm trying to push engagement." When they at the gym and they got the yoga pants pulled directly up in between their crack, no draws, and it's splitting both cheeks, and you can see the full fat print. Come on now, are you telling me that's because that makes you feel this is the
Empowered.
what makes me well, I don't know about empowered, but this is what I feel most comfortable in. No, bitch, I've seen what you feel most comfortable in. It's a baggy ass shirt that's 3 times the size that you need and some jogging pants. I've seen you a night after y'all went on the town and you go to Bojangles the next day. You look like hell, warmed over. So don't play me, okay? Don't play me. Don't play to my face. Like I said, look, I ain't gonna be out here telling them not to do it. It don't make me no difference. I let the hoes hoe. Let the hoes hoe. Let them do their thing, bro. Everybody out here. I think our issue is that we've gotten we got this savior's mentality, and I think that's America as a whole. We got this savior's mentality. How we gonna go save somebody? Bro, you ain't saving shit. Let it go. Look, they know the game. They understand the game, and they gonna play the game. You got to be able to play the game too. Okay. All I know, you just give me a free show. That's it. I don't need to touch you or nothing. I was like, looks good. I can move on. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying.
It's all good. Yeah. I mean, I say, hey, you gonna play the game? I can play the game too. Yeah, but yeah, man, there's a lot. Corey, maybe should join you like a yoga class or something like that.
They do them there too, man. I could do all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get in a yoga class. That way, hey, guys, I'm trying to give y'all some free game here. Okay, if you're looking to get involved, maybe then you can get in one of these classes. You can get in shape, and you can also. This is how you can go and you can just start mingling and do a little talking. Low risk activities. Okay,
So I realized a swindle this week and how they get you. Okay, so to get more stuff. So I went 2 times this past week. The same week I went to the gym. I went to go get my hair cut, and both times they ask you what you do, and I tell them what I do, and no one else does what I do. Right? Very few people in the fucking world do what I do for a living, which is I am a historian on the Kennedy assassination full time. Right? And so, of course, both of them appeared to be rather excited about what I did for a living. And despite being 20 years younger than me, both of them, my hairdresser and this lady from the gym, asked me for my information as we were parting ways. And of course, at first, it might appeal to the average man's vanity. Ooh, these girls want my digits. But then I realized both of them want to sell me something. This bitch wants me to buy classes from her. So feigning interest is a natural thing. And then the haircut chick wanted me to come back next month and book another appointment.
So, I thought they wanted to sell you some pussy. I thought that's what you were telling me.
I'd pay. Just tell me that. I'll pay.
I thought maybe that they were saying this to you, okay?
I am struggling. I need penis inside of me. ASAP.
That's what I thought maybe they were telling you. Is that not what they're telling you?
No, I don't think so, man. Because I haven't got a call yet or an email or nothing. So,
Okay. Well, usually they wait for you to engage. You got to
well, if they ask you for your digits, they ask you for your info, and they don't give you their info. It's kind of all on them. So,
yeah, got to escalate. That's
the
main
escalate.
thing. Escalation. Huh?
You can't escalate without being a stalker. Now, the gym, I'm going to go back to the gym and I'm going to work out, give a fuck if she's there or not. But Like, you can't go by stalking motherfuckers. So if you give them the info and they don't call you, that's how it goes.
Yeah. They usually get the problem is that they do some innuendo shit. That's the problem. Like it's like I mean I gave you all the signs. It's like I mean I didn't come by and your titties were out or nothing like that. So I missed the sign.
No, it's so ridiculous because like I don't know, it's just societal conditioning. But in hindsight, and in my life, there's been a ton of times when all the signs were there and I was too stupid to know it, right? And it wasn't until in hindsight years later, I'm like, God damn, that was in my lap and I didn't realize it, you know? I really appreciate the ones who didn't wait for my dumb ass to do something. Thank you. You made my life awesome. Yeah. You saved me a lot of trouble and guesswork, and it should just be like that all the time. So
yeah, you don't even realize that you. A lot of times you don't realize that you got layups available. You don't even realize it because it's very subtle, like extremely subtle. You're just like, no, she's just being nice. I ain't thinking nothing about it. And then later on, you have somebody tell you, it's like, hey, you know that such and such, she really thought you were cute. She did?
One time I just gave this girl a ride home. I was at a party and I was leaving and she's like, can you drop me off at my place? And I'm like, sure. And we get to her place and she's like, you want to go swimming? And this time it was obvious. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. And I appreciate the forwardness.
Oh, yeah. It's like, you talking about sex, right? Is that what we're talking about? I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I don't want to, get back there and it's like, why are you naked?
Although chicks are crazy, though, because chicks are... Okay, so I lived... Back years ago when I lived in Denver, I lived in this apartment, and across the hall, this super cute chick moved in. She was only like a couple years younger than me. And being that she lived next door, I didn't, try nothing. And over the course of like 6 or 8 months, we just started hanging out all the time to where it was like she would just come and walk in my apartment. She'd come over, she'd get off work. She was a bartender and she'd get off work and I'd still be up. She'd come over in her pajamas and we'd be hanging out. And it got to the point where it was obvious this was gonna hit. And so I finally make that fucking move and I was utterly rejected. The word never came up. Yes. So all those things we think that we learn, that was like, oh, this is obvious, ain't always the truth. And then check this. That ended up blowing over and we ended up hanging out again for a while. I started up hanging out again. I wasn't thinking it was going to go anywhere. And then one day she comes over to my place and she knocks on the door. And she's like, hey, why don't you come over and hang out with me? And I never go to her place to hang out, ever. And basically, she starts throwing it at me in her place, okay? And I'm like, finally, this is going to happen. It's going to be real. And I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't think I had a shower for like 2 fucking days, and I was gross to myself. And I was like, I couldn't tell her that I was gross. And so I was just like, oh, this is great. How about you just come over after work? We'll talk, whatever. We made out for a bit, and then I went back to my place. That same day, she went and fucked some other dude that she brought home from work. That was it. That was the end. So
this was her right here.
All I want is like a big fat sausage just destroying my body.
If y'all don't know who that is, that's Logan Paul's wife. That's Logan Paul's wife. Yeah, that's her, in all her glory.
So you can't trust nothing. You can't trust the signs, are sure things. They play hard to get. You can't trust that. You can't trust nothing. You're in a state of confusion unless they just throw it at you or you pay them a couple $100 to go away. There's no in between.
I know what the deal is, Corey. She's probably ovulating. And she was fainting. And you were close and available. And it didn't happen right then. And so the next close and available got it.
Yes. In hindsight, I regret it. I should have hit that shit gross. I'll never make that mistake again. I don't give a fuck. I've been up 5 days without a shower. I'm hitting that. Okay.
But I remember That girl told me one time, I was, hey man, I need you. I'll take you stinky. I was like, fuck it then. I was like, hey, but when they involved, when they in the mode, but they take you stinky, they ain't worried about it. So I just need it. All right, I'm just letting you know. I said, hey, I'm here to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Happy to help. Yeah, I mean, this is true. You know, it's hard. It's hard to pick up on the signs. My girlfriend told me all the time she could pick up on the signs when girls were hitting on me. I was like, when we were out and about, I was like, matter of fact, we walked by the place, one of the places that we ate, God, early on when we were dating. And we went there. She's like, yeah, I remember us sitting right out here and having dinner, and that girl was hitting on you. I was like, what are you talking about? She said she wasn't interested in me at all. She gave you the googly eyes. She came up and touched your shoulder. So it's like she was wanting something from me. She was like, I can take you from her. I was like, I'm not paying attention though. You know, so that might be my problem. If you don't tell me, then I don't know. Then I have one I told it to, and they were like, okay. They wrote me straight up letters like, hey, come get some of this. I said, I can't do that with you, man. I'm dating somebody. What are you talking about? It's just like, oh. She's like, well, that makes you even hotter. That you got some dignity. I was like, oh. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, I'm uncertain. But hey, you know, I'm loyal. I'm not that guy. Mainly because it ain't really worth it, man. I'm not into making my life harder than what it needs to be. Let's just say that. Okay. And I feel like having 2 or 3 different women will make your life harder than what it needed to be. I'm just like, shit, bro. I mean, I don't even know how people juggle it. This guy's told me, I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm seeing 4 women at one time. I'm like, do you got time to do anything else? I mean, you got a job? I mean, you got a school? I mean, hell. Corey, have you ever ran into that where you were juggling?
Not really. I had a time period where I was messing with one chick and then I was still hitting the ex kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So that wasn't really juggling though.
Right. Because you and the ex were technically through, but y'all would use each other from time to time.
Right.
Is that the way it was?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's a little different. That's a little different than when people think that you're fully involved. Okay. Well, I mean, Corey was a player right there for a little bit. we give you 2 or 3 days of being a player. But
honestly,
Corey,
it would be nice and easy if I just knew a nice, good-looking, fairly clean hooker who I could just throw some money to once a month or whatever and be good. And I said, I don't have to deal with a fucking woman otherwise, because the emotional scars run deep.
Yeah, you don't ever heal. You just learn to deal with it. And so, and it's all good.
A woman destroyed my whole career, my life, put me in jail, and then up and died. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So I still haven't. I don't think I've recovered because I have trust issues.
Yeah, that'd be a tough recovery. Man. Well, Corey, on our movie front, it looks like Netflix has dropped out of acquiring Warner Brothers.
I don't want to talk about it.
Is now going to acquire.
You know the deal. You know what's going on with this. Fuck these people, dude. Fuck them to death. See, normally, if we didn't have a corrupt government, the government would step in and it would prevent some antitrust violations which are about to occur. You know what I mean? And they would stop this shit. You can't have a fucking. This shit's becoming Omnicorp from RoboCop, with the One World Government Corporation. Like, and fuck this. Any rational government would stop this under antitrust violations. Period.
Okay, so here's what Paramount is expected now to own, and the following assets and film rights too. Okay, so it's assets. Okay, of course we got Paramount, TNT, CBS, CNN, MTV, TCM, Showtime, Adult Swim, DC Studios, Paramount Plus, of course, Nickelodeon, HBO and HBO Max, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network. Film rights: Star Trek, Gremlins, Beetlejuice, DC Comics, Tom and Jerry, Harry Potter, Citizen Kane, Transformers, A Quiet Place, Looney Tunes, The Conjuring, Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, Dora the Explorer, Mission Impossible, Lord of the Rings, SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar, The Last Airbender, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dune 3, they got the distribution rights, Minecraft distribution rights, and Monsterverse distribution rights. So that's almost everything that's made. Yeah. That's just about all of it. So all of it will be confined within Paramount and Disney. Paramount and Disney will own everything.
It's all Jews. It's all these fucking Jews. Fuck these people
Is that
to
what
death.
it is?
Yep. It sure is. These are the ones who've been spitting all this faggot propaganda on us for how many fucking years now? Same people. Same people. Pushing all the bullshit. You want to hear some shit? They're about to legalize prostitution here in Colorado. You believe that?
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's all Jews. That's Jews too. Make no mistake about it.
Oh, so that's not organic. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, exactly what I'm telling you.
Huh.
I bring it up because it's all connected to them taking over the studios. It's the same shit. To me, it's the same people doing the same things. It's the undermining of our culture. Not that I don't like hookers.
Okay.
Trust me, I love them. But I like the illegal ones.
Do you think there's potential? Seeing how we talk about influence, you think there's potential that we had a little ooish influence via killing of that cartel leader? You think the United States has a hand in that happening?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the cartel stuff to really give you an answer. But come on, focus, man, focus. I hate autofocus. Fucking, I'm gonna spend like $500 on a fucking real camera one of these days. Tired of this bullshit. I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about the cartels. The fucking president of Mexico is a fucking Mexican Jew. I swear to God, it's like a disease you can catch. Mexican Jew, my fucking ass.
Is that real, Corey?
Define real anymore.
Man says a Mexican Jew. I'm trying to figure it out. Well, look, I seen because there's El Mencho that got taken out. I think that, of course, the most famous cartel leader was Pablo Escobar, and I seen some of his some of his feats. They were talking like this dude had $2.1 billion per year that was eaten by rats and molded. Like, that's how much money he was making. So he was making like $420 million a month. He offered to pay the entire debt off of Colombia. He said, "I'll pay the debt off if you make it where they can't extradite me." The nigga burnt $2 million in cash just to stay warm. That's how much money he had.
That was when money had real value too. $1 million was $1 million fucking dollars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know?
Yeah. It would Dr. Evil out that bitch. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, dude, drowning in that much money is crazy. He ain't have nowhere to put it. Could you imagine that? It's that I'm making so much money that I don't know where to put it. I don't know what to do with it.
I don't comprehend that. I just don't. Like, to me, I'm struggling to come up with money just so I can move to fucking Vegas. Like, I need like $5,000. I'm struggling to just think of it. It'd take me 1.5 years to do that shit. And that motherfucker just burned that money like it ain't nothing. Like, I don't comprehend that, having that kind of money. I just don't. Oh, that's a nice Porsche I see on TV. Hey, man, go bring me one of them Porsches. You know?
Yeah, it's just like that.
It's like, you see a $50 million fucking condo in New York at the top of a fucking billionaire skyscraper. That's cool. Hey, man, dig some money out the shed and go buy that. What are you talking about?
Here's an address. It's like, oh, who lives there? Oh, nobody lives there. It's just full of money. Like, so be careful when you open the door. you might die when you open the door because the cash will crush you. $420 million a week. I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? You just like you hear that number, you just like, and of course you see people on the internet. It's just like, oh man, you know, you're not a man until you start making $50,000 a month. I was like, $50K a month? So man, ain't a whole lot you can do to make $50K a month. There ain't many jobs out there you can do that makes $50K a month.
Well, here's the thing that's fucked up is that like the divide between being able to make that money and not, like most people can't comprehend that. But people who have money, they can do that on a regular basis. And it's not like even a small gap in the middle. It's like, you know, make people who make up to like 70, 80,000, maybe 100,000 a year if you live in New York or whatever. And then you got them rich people right above that. You know what I mean? So even people who make like 250,000 a year, if you made 250,000 a year over a period of time, you probably are smart enough to put money into investments over the years. And over the last 10 years, you'd have made $1 million in your investments. So even if you're just at that even if you're just at that 250,000 level, let's say you added that 250,000, you invest 50,000 a year. You're still making 200,000, and your 50,000 a year every year investment over 10 years is a $500,000 if you don't make any money. It's $1 million if you invested. It's a couple million if you invested in Bitcoin. So how many people out there making 250,000 a year at their job have $1 million in assets? I'd say probably is a decent amount. You know, but that's the divide. It seems like the over 100 to 150 to 200, right in there is the definitive divide between the very, very well off and because like the middle class, if you look at what middle class people made in the 50s and 60s and even 70s and 80s, and then you look at middle class today, for you to be considered middle class today, you probably should be making $150,000. Us people who are making like $40,000 to $50,000 a year are poor. We're poor. We're making like a third of what middle class people made in the 50s and 60s proportionately. So it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like poor is the new middle class, which is fucked up. Like, I don't think I'm even middle class yet. Or I felt growing up I was middle class with living with my parents in the house and all, you know, all that stuff. But nowadays I feel like I'm struggling just to not be a fucking shitbag. You know what I mean? It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's tough out there, especially if you don't have people assisting in what you're doing. Like if you're just trying to straight up live alone. Like that's real hard.
So I don't think I can do it right. I couldn't do it right now. Like on the money I make. I mean, maybe right now, maybe I could. We're at a point now where we're doing okay. I could probably afford it. But see, I've been spending like $1,000 a month paying credit cards, which only pays off about $400. I can't figure that out yet. But I pay $1,000 and my balance only goes down by $400. I don't get it. But I've been paying $1,000 a month on credit cards for at least 6 months now. I couldn't do that if I had an apartment. So if I went and got an apartment, my cost of living double. My $1,000 would be down to like $300-400 instead of $1,000. And so I'd never get ahead on my credit cards. And I'd probably end up using them when I run out of my money. And so my credit cards would slowly continue to grow while I'm spending all this money living on my own. You know, it sucks. Like I got 3 roommates to make ends meet here.
Right. Right. Yeah. So most people, they got like you need somebody. Like the more and more we go towards, oh, I don't need anybody. No, you need somebody now more than ever. I mean, it just is what it is, whether you're a man or a woman, because shit's just expensive. That's just it. Ain't nothing else to say about it. Like everything's expensive.
And it was done on purpose. If you understand what happened with COVID and the supply chains that were going on, they did this on purpose.
Yeah, it definitely accelerated. Because whenever COVID happened, they hit the turbo button. Like, it took off. And companies, of course, are not truthful. All right. They just seen the opportunity just to raise the shit out of the prices. I don't believe it costs them anymore. I don't believe it. They talk about supplying them in. Fuck off. I don't believe you. Let's just go there. I do not. So they were showing some comparisons from, well, I think it was like Krispy Kreme and McDonald's. Some of this stuff has got like a 200% rise in price over the last 10 years. Is that inflation or is that something else?
So I remember, when I switched over to the sheriff's office in 2012, I went on a diet, and every morning for breakfast, all I ate was 2 fucking sausage burritos from McDonald's and a cup of coffee. And that was my breakfast every day when I got to work, day shift. They would cost me $1 a piece. That same sausage burrito is like $2.79 today. So in just over 12, 13 years, the cost of that is doubled. But here's how you know that it's a fix.
Almost tripled. Almost tripled.
So here's how you know that the fucking the inflation and all this stuff is a joke and it's a fix and it's manipulated, is because things that are super duper important, like gas, like electricity, like the fundamentals that make a society run, they have not. Gas was $2.50 10 years ago. It's still $2.50 today, right? So if inflation was 100% applied to everything, then that would not be possible for gas to be the same fucking price. It wouldn't be. Electricity, they're extorting us with electricity because of these data centers. But for the most part, electricity hasn't doubled or tripled over the last 10, 15 years. The things that are super duper fucking important don't double or triple in price. So they know what they can get away with double and tripling, right? And so it's the non-essentials that go through the fucking roof. Now, everything goes up, definitely, but like just the fact that the shit that makes the world go round hasn't really changed much tells me that the most of the price raising is just fucking greed, despite supply chain issues.
Well, the thing I always harken back to is I see everything's went up. The only thing that I can think of that's went down in price is TVs. And I don't know why.
I think it's the LED technology and the LCD and the fucking all the different types of screens. I think that they just got that. They just figured that shit out and they can do that shit super cheap. I think that's what it comes down to. When I look at I use this fucking awesome phone, which is on par with it's a Chinese phone. It's a Xiaomi. It's on par with the fucking Samsung S Galaxy stuff. And it's not quite an iPhone, but it's got all the shit. It's got dual SIM, which nobody has. It's got a second the operating system has all kinds of cool features and all this shit. I got this phone for $179 fucking dollars. And this is a computer in your hand. How they can make that shit for that cheap tells you that microchips and all the fucking parts and all the rare earths and all the shit they get to make a fucking phone can't really be costing that kind of much money. And they obviously got the shit down so well where they can spit this out and still make a profit on it. How much do you think they're making 2 or 3x profit on a $180 phone? Yeah. So,
oh hell yeah,
I don't know, man.
Hell, they're probably making 5 or 6x.
So I think one of the things we're experiencing is back in the day when they were coming up with a lot of advancements in microchips and all this stuff, the R&D was expensive, and so it was expensive to get stuff. But the R&D is pretty much past. They got the shit figured out to where they can spit out microchips on a fucking microchip printer, like crazy for pretty inexpensive materials. So I think that plays a big role in why that stuff stays cheap. Plus, they want a TV in every home. One thing you have to ask is how much of this technology is subsidized by the government to ensure everyone's got one. You know what I mean?
That part. I'm not sure.
Television was created by advertisers. They didn't give a fuck about entertaining you. They wanted to, how can we put advertisements in people's houses all the time? Nowadays, though, with them putting advertisements on smart refrigerators and shit, I'd be suing the fuck out of people. Fuck you and your smart refrigerator.
Oh. You said they put advertisements on the refrigerator?
Yeah.
On the screen on the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Smart?
Yes.
Huh.
So, that's some intrusive shit right there.
Huh. What's it advertising those fucking groceries to put in there?
Whoever pays money to fucking Samsung or whoever to make the shit. I'm sure. Okay, this is probably how it goes. Samsung or whoever, whatever company makes the refrigerators, any company that makes refrigerators, they end up partnering with a company that organizes advertisement in like secondary locations, right? Meaning like not on billboards, but like in your home on a TV and stuff, right? Not on TV, but like on your appliances. So there's probably companies out there now that specialize in coordinating home products with marketing companies and marketers. So one thing that's unsettling is like I fucking saw a thing on YouTube this week that said new routers, like home routers where your internet comes in and shit, are now monitoring you using like LiDAR and shit to see where you are in the house. That's some creepy stuff right there. Here's something else.
Well, I mean,
I didn't realize this, but in California, this already passed, and they're trying to pass this in Colorado. Age verification at the operating system level. Like when you get a new computer and and it's got Windows on it, like they want it so it's built into the operating system to age verify the user before you even do anything. So therefore,
I'm surprised that they hadn't started that. They didn't start that a while back.
That's some fucking bullshit is what that is. Even on Linux, which is an open source project, which there's nobody behind Linux. It's open source. You have developers who contribute code and it gets released, but there's no company behind Linux. And so how the fuck are you going to, you can't enforce that, right? They say they're going to charge, like in Colorado, they want to do $7,500 fine to the company who makes the operating system for every incident. I don't know what defines an incident, but that's some bullshit.
Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, intrusive. I mean, that's what they want to be. And I don't get it, man. Just if folks would just leave shit alone. Like I said this to people at work. I was like, what the people in power don't realize, okay, is that they would really get left the fuck alone. Like throughout all of the history of mankind, they would get left the fuck alone if people were just able to have a good life. But once you start destroying people's lives and they have no hope, that's when they come to your house and try to drag you out and put you and the rest of your family's head on the stick. I mean, it's just
need more. We need more of that. We need more heads on sticks.
You'd have been okay. You'd have been good. But you just had to keep stomping on them. I was like, bro, you've won. That's what I don't get.
It's not about winning.
You've won.
It's about demoralization. They want you utterly broken, like you were in a concentration camp.
The fact that brings them satisfaction can also be the part of their downfall, and has been the downfall of many of them. Because at the end of the day, if you get an angry mob come to your house, 100,000, 200,000 strong, you're not making it out that day. That's it for you that day. Like you're getting drug out and that's it. But you know what you could have did? Just make sure them niggas had something to eat, could afford the place they live, and could go on vacation twice a year. Bam. That's it. That's it. Motherfuckers left you alone. Was able to have a few kids, take a vacay, eat pretty good. Hey, we get to go to the Sizzler on Friday night, get a steak. Most folk would be like, shit, life's good. That'd have been it. Because if you think about it, I mean, just think about this. The 90s. We're going to go with stuff that we're familiar with. The 90s. The 2000s. Hell, even the 2010s. You're like, shit's pretty much okay. You know, maybe you didn't make that much money, but hell, when I was making a minimum wage at Hardee's, $5.50 an hour. But I was able to go do shit. I put gas in my car. Mm-hmm. I could go out to eat. I could go to the movies. I could go bowling. I could buy speakers. I had some money. I was making $5.50 an hour. Life was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like shit's good. But that whole corporate greed, okay, which is just at the end of the day, the greed of people, government greed of people. You don't hate the government. You don't hate corporations. You hate people. It's what you hate, okay, because it's just people. I see people doing the same shit. I see people ruining their lives because of mismanaging funds. What is it? Floyd Mayweather's talking about having to come out of retirement because he's broke?
How do you get broke like that? Like that? I seen that picture of him at the table with all them stacks of money that he's counting, and he like spends $10 million on a fucking necklace and bullshit. Like what? How fuck?
Yes,
Bro,
when
you just buy some. You didn't buy no Bitcoin? Fuck.
When you get you a mansion in every major city, that's how you get broke. You ain't boxing no more, dog. Nah, that money's gonna run out. I know you ain't investing well. Miss me with that shit. You a ninja. I mean, it is. Straight up. So you talking about coming out of retirement. I'm like, come on, cuz. Like all the money you made and you tell me you broke now? You 50-year-old talking about you broke? And you've made, has he made $1 billion? He's had to have. Shit, some of his last fights were paying $100 and $150 million a piece. Crazy money. Fight with Conor McGregor? They pay crazy money. It's that Saudi money. They don't give a fuck. Saudi money is about like Pablo's money. They just got money laying around. And so I hear people bitching about the Saudis, what is it, paying that, because Zuffa's got boxing, which is, part of UFC, Zuffa owns and all that stuff. They're paying it, supposedly they're paying this one guy $15 million. I was like, man, you got to understand where this money's coming from. It's coming from the Saudis. The Saudis are in the box.
So the Saudis are the richest people on the planet. They have. They talk about Elon Musk as the richest guy. Fuck that. That wealth over there in Saudi is, those families have trillions. There are trillionaires in fucking Saudi Arabia. But it might be spread out through this company, that company. You know what I mean? Like, but make no mistake about it. Those people have unlimited money.
It's crazy how much money they got. Insane. And like, so they're all the time just throwing shit together. It's like, oh well, shit, we just started our own golfing, professional golfing shit, the LIV. And yeah, we'll pay you $60 million to come golf for us. It's just it's just $60 million. It ain't that big deal. Like when you start saying stuff like that, you're like, what the fuck? Like you go look at their account and like just the numbers, you're just like, where's that money coming from? It's just money just constantly dumped into the account. The shit's insane. It's insane how much money some people have. And power. But the Saudis ain't never messing with anybody. Who's the Saudis usually mess with? They kind of just stay to themselves, don't they?
They've been blowing up the Houthis, though.
Is that who they've been blowing up?
Yeah, in Yemen.
So they anti-Houthi. Okay, so they anti-Houthi. All right, that's fair enough. I guess you got to be anti-somebody. You can't be here on this planet and not anti-somebody.
Everybody should just unite against the Jews. It's that simple.
If we can unite on this one front, we'll be able to make it. If only we could just unite. That shit is crazy. Oh, I want to tell you, I was wrong about my prediction last week. Damn, Sean Strickland beat the shit out of Fluffy. I did not expect that.
That was a good fight. I watched it on Paramount, which I feel like a traitor just watching it, motherfuckers.
That's okay. Look, man, we got to enjoy something in life. Shit, but it's already hard enough. I was surprised, and I got of course, in Sean Strickland fashion, I got one of his clips, and he's He's a rage baiter, boy. That's what he is. But I got him up here talking about women's MMA. Let me pull him up right here. This is some good shit.
Raquel was in here earlier. She did pick against you, but you don't have any issue sharing a card with Raquel Pennington?
No, I mean, I don't give a fuck, dude. I mean, here's the thing, guys. WNBA, let's just be honest. I'm not going to be offensive when I say this. WNBA, NBA. Who watches what? Who makes more money? Women's MMA, sure, have women's MMA. Have it a fucking thing. I don't like to watch it. I don't think most people like to watch it. If the females MMA were to separate from a male MMA, no one's gonna watch this shit. No one wants to watch this shit. Just what it is, man. I don't fucking know what to tell you, dude. Fucking, it is what it is. Like, why is that a bad? Like, again, do you want to watch a fucking sports car race a fucking Honda Civic? No, you want to watch a fucking sports car. There is a vast difference between men and women. Like, you even take this weak little fucking Canadian sitting next to you. He could probably beat up fucking Raquel Pennington. Like, the fact of the matter is, like, any one of you fucks could probably beat our co-main event in a fight. And now, I'm not saying you can't sit there and fucking enjoy it, but like, I don't want to go see fucking two fucking little cats fight. I want to see lions fight.
Boy, I mean, but he's a rage baiter, boy.
Well, let's be real. Men want to see women in the ring doing like nude oil wrestling.
Here we go.
Look, man. I don't make the rules. Okay, barefoot and pregnant, and get bitch ass back in the kitchen. Right. This is how it is. That's how God intended it to be. Okay. So, fuck. Don't kill the messenger.
It's some good shit. I tell you what. But yeah, Sean Strickland, he looked good out there. I was like, oh shit. Okay. I was not expecting that outcome. Now the rest of the card was all
Why?
shit. But...
Why? I mean, the fight, it seemed pretty dominant, and so I don't know why you were expecting different. As I don't remember.
No, because Fluffy had been he'd been absolutely dominant, and it's like he won 8 in a row. And like he had took and drug people to the deep waters, just wearing them out, with his relentless pressure. But he couldn't get in on Strickland because Strickland kept hitting him with the jab.
Well,
like he kept that jab on him.
It looked like Strickland hit him in the gut and hurt him. He like kneed him in the gut.
That is what hurt him.
And dude, you get hit in just the right spot in that gut, bro, and you're done. Like, you get hit in the fucking liver or your kidney or something that matters, and that fucking pain, dude, it's not even like a sharp pain. It's like a nauseating pain. It's like you want to puke your guts out at the same time. It's like, it's like a pressure pain, almost a blunt pressure pain. It's terrible, dude. It'll shut you down. So there was another fight I watched last week. Because every week we got UFC every week now. And I actually asked Jake Shields last week. I asked him why they had Strickland doing a fight night. And he goes, they're all free now, so I guess it don't matter. So maybe we're going to start seeing more good fights on the off nights because it's all the same. It's all on Paramount now. So,
oh yeah.
But I watched the fight a couple weeks ago where a dude got kicked in the stomach, man, and the fight was over. He just got kicked and the foot hit him right in the gut, and he just buckled over and was like,
oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, throw the towel in. It said, I don't want no more. Yeah, so surprised by Strickland, not because I don't think Strickland's a good fighter. I just thought that Fluffy was going to really put that pressure on him. But hey, good for Strickland. So we're going to jump into our final topic. Name of the show. What is the state of our union right now? Of course, we had the state. Of course, we had the State of the Union address. Corey, did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I respect myself enough to not waste that time.
I mean, I didn't watch it either. I mean, I was just trying to figure out if you watched it. Supposedly, it was the longest one ever. Broke the record. Longest State of the Union ever. Supposedly, there was some viral moments where certain questions were asked and they ask you to stand if you believe in it. Of course, American citizens over illegal aliens. And of course, the Democrats said, they remain seated. It's just like, okay, this shit's dumb. You know what I'm saying? But besides the state of our union being dog shit, okay, which I guess would be a generic answer. What is the forecast for our next 3 years? What do you believe that we'll see in the next 3 years?
I think we can't answer that question until after the midterms.
Okay, after midterms.
So,
okay, all right.
Yeah, because it's just so you got to think. Trump, to a degree, is not going full retard on anything yet, except for Iran is pretty full retard. I don't think we've seen the extreme shit yet until after the midterms. Then he'll feel free to do whatever he wants. My perspective on Trump still is he fucking sucks, but we can't ever let a Democrat back in office ever again for the rest of eternity. Period.
Man said for the rest of eternity. It said the United
people
States
are communists.
depends on this.
These people are fucking communists, and they can suck a fucking dick. And God, my damn cat keeps opening the door. And I fucking hate them. And they're not the Democrats that my parents were when I was growing up at all.
Right.
My parents were the most moderate people in the fucking world. And so they would be considered Republicans today, and my dad would be turning over in his grave if he knew that, right? And so the reality is... The newest additions to the Clipper roster, Darius Garland, Darius fans are so excited to get to see you debut. I know you've been on the court practicing. What is that? How are you feeling?
Is something happening? What happened?
I'm hearing something. I'm hearing stuff.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. So, all of a sudden, somebody started talking on my TV. I was sitting there. I was like, man said, the reality is somebody's talking. Who's talking?
So, I don't, anybody who flips between Democrat and Republican when they vote ever is kind of a fucking, they're kind of a faggot. Okay. What are you doing here? Trump pissed you off. So now you're going to go vote with the communists back in? Fuck you. Like people who have no wherewithal can go right to the concentration camp. So no matter how bad he is, we better keep the Republicans in. Okay.
Yeah,
we need to shed the Israeli fucking controlled ones, the Zionist occupied government. We need to get rid of that. And I think there's enough people waking up to that. And I don't know how to read JD Vance. He seems like a very opportunistic guy who's just kind of he'll go along to get along kind of guy. You know what I mean?
So you're saying he's riding the wave?
I think he's riding the wave. Yeah. Yeah. He's not very, I don't think he's very emotionally staked in anything. Okay. I think that he's a guy who knows how to read the wind, and I'm hoping he's a guy who knows how to read the wind and fucking tell where things are going, because I think he's going to be the next president. I think that I think he'll be a president for a very long time. If Donald Trump dies in office and he gets in, I think he'll be in there for like that plus 2 more terms. Him being younger he's younger than me. That gives me a little bit of hope that he isn't completely compromised.
Okay.
Even though he says some dumb shit and goes along with what Trump is doing, I kind of see him as just biding time. You know what I mean? I think if he actually had a voice of his own, that he could. I trust me. I understand the history, the fake names, the all bullshit, the fucking didn't he change his name to his wife's family's name? Remember in.
I think I heard something about that.
Okay, if you do that, you're a total faggot. Okay, but hey, we ain't got many options. So remember, that's like in Hot Tub Time Machine 2, when the black guy changed his name to his wife's name, and he's like, he had to whisper it so nobody made fun of him. I love those movies. Those movies were great. So we can't really say shit till after the midterms. We're gonna have status quo till the midterms. It's only a year from now, right? And
no, it's
like November.
Yeah, this November. Yeah, this
right.
November. Yeah,
right. So like 10 months, 8 months, something like that. So we got to see. I sure hope that the Republicans maintain control of everything, no matter how bad they are. They're not communists, okay? No matter how fucking bad they are in the surveillance state, we're getting the surveillance state no matter who's in charge, the uniparty, right? But on the things that matter,
that's happening.
On all the things that really fucking matter, like we can't let the communists back in power ever. In fact, I put them in camps. That's where I'm at with that. If you're a Democrat, you serve in government, you're going to a camp. So, God damn it, why can't we just have the Fuhrer back in charge? God damn it.
Well, so what? If I'm thinking about people right offhand, that would be a potential candidate that the Dems could run. It'd be Gavin Newsom
and Kamala and a bunch of other losers.
Kamala again? Would they run Kamala
they're that
again?
stupid. They're that retarded.
What about AOC?
Not ready. Maybe 4 years later, but she ain't ready.
Big booty Latina. Not a big booty Latina.
There was a thing on YouTube last week from MSNBC or MS Now, or whatever the fuck the communists call it now. But it was even they were like bagging on the Democratic candidates because Gavin Newsom's probably going to be the front runner, but he is such a piece of slime human fucking being. He's like a fucking walking piece of mold. Like fuck that guy to death.
Or they could try to ride the wave of Zoran Mamdani
and put some goddamn Muslim in office. We already have Barack Obama. We don't need none of that shit. Sorry, I'm never voting for a non-white person for president ever again. He had a chance. I voted for him, and he fucked it for everybody. I'm not taking a chance on that again. Sorry.
Missing the risk is too high. I can't do it. The risk is too high. Okay, so we're talking about the political quote unquote aspect.
What we need is Thomas
aspect.
Massey. We need Thomas Massey.
They ain't letting that nigga do nothing besides what he's doing now. Which is why I'm surprised they're letting him do what he's doing now.
Though they're putting tons of money into trying to oust him.
Oh yeah. So we got that aspect of it. Housing aspect. We think housing goes up or goes down in the next 3 years.
Well, here's the problem.
Or we have a pop.
This is the fundamental problem with housing. Housing sales right now are at an all-time low. Buyer interest is at an all-time low. There's more real estate agents. So there's more houses. There's more real estate agents than houses for sale. So none of it looks good. But here's the thing. We've never been in a situation that we are with the housing as it is today. Even in 2008, we've never seen the lack of interest in a market. We've never seen the number of delistings, meaning people try to sell their house and then they take it off the market because they can't sell it. It is so dire in housing right now that I don't understand how the prices are hanging on where they're at. People are not capitulating yet. We haven't reached the house capitulation phase. When you got a house that you bought for $300,000 and you fucking are in a mortgage and you owe $250 on it, but the house is really in reality only worth $250, you're going to sell for nothing to get out from under it. You know what I mean? And people aren't willing to do that because they put their life savings into their down payment and shit. And to walk away with nothing, you just fucked yourself. You know what I mean? So the people are hanging on to their shit and taking stuff off the market because they don't have a choice. So people are getting stuck in houses. I don't see a way out of this. The one thing that seems also crazy is that for some reason they're still building apartment complexes all over the country, and apartment rentals are plummeting. Like right now, I can go get an apartment in Denver. I can go get a downtown Denver apartment for like $900.
Not bullshit.
Nope, I swear. I can go get a downtown Denver. Well, here's where they get you. They'll probably get me with a common area fee for $100 a month and then a shared maintenance fee for $50. So a $900 is really $1,050, right? That's how they doing shit lately. They lower in the price and then they stack in these mandatory fees on it. I saw that when I actually, before I moved here, I applied to a place in Las Vegas that was the same way. $800 a month apartment, $150 in fees every month. And it was like, fuck you. Just tell me it's $950, bitch. You know, like this is ridiculous. But like right now in Vegas, I could probably afford my own place in Vegas. Right, I can go get an apartment right now in Vegas for about $850. A decent apartment for about a studio for about $850 a month. So pricing is good, but there's so much inventory. If you go and look at apartment rentals across the country, there's so many on the market. It's ridiculous. To where they're offering like, they're not lowering prices, but a lot of places are doing like, it will give you 2 months free rent, you know, and they're doing stuff like that so they can keep their numbers high on the books. And then there's all kinds of scams, but I don't understand how this is going to maintain either. Because there's way more supply than there is demand across the board for housing. Not that people don't want to move, but they just given up, right? I would move to Vegas tomorrow if I could afford it. If I had $5,000 extra laying around, I'd move to Vegas tomorrow. I'd take the hit on my monthly, you know, and fucking do it. But I can't. So I think that's a lot of people's situation. They want to move, they can't move. And then the people who are selling houses, they can't sell them because they got their life savings tied up and they bought at a horrible time and the market fucked them. So I don't know. It's hard to say. We seem to be on the verge of like the biggest entire collapse. Like the stock market's at 50K and motherfuckers are broke. Like, give me a break. Whenever you have a situation where the stock market's high and it doesn't translate on the ground to people in the street, that inevitably leads to a crash. And the problem is, how long will the crash take? Or will it be a prolonged crash? Because when you look at the 2008 housing market crash, it wasn't overnight. It took like 2 years to hit its rock bottom. You know what I mean? In 2010. Right. And then it started to take back up again. So if we haven't really seen the beginning. It started to come down, but I think it's going to be a prolonged 2 to 3 year collapse. And yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I don't think it's going to be as sudden as people think. But the stock market shit is freaking me out. Like, there's no reason for this stock market shit to be so high. They just keep doing all these stock buybacks and shit, which used to be illegal until Reagan. You couldn't buy back your own stock up until Reagan. So there's all these scams now. The whole society is based on a Ponzi scheme. So, and then you got Bitcoin. Oh, so here's big news in Bitcoin. Jane Street, who manages the Bitcoin for BlackRock and a whole bunch of these other companies, they got sued today for market manipulation and insider trading.
Oh shit!
It's been determined they were the one company who were responsible for all the manipulation in Bitcoin that's happened in the past year. Mm-hmm. So, Bitcoin, we still don't know. If you look at the charts, we're still due for a bear market for another year and a half. But it's like I've said before, like when you look at the long-term charts for Bitcoin, the micro events which cause the day-to-day almost become irrelevant. It's like the large-scale patterns dominate the small-scale micro patterns. And so it really doesn't even matter that they were manipulating. Because if it wasn't them, it would have been some other reason that price crashed, because the chart would have had to stay the same. The chart would have to mirror the previous patterns. And when you look at the chart, it's looking like another 2-year bear market before the price goes up to the 250 range. So this is good because I just put myself on a fucking I forced myself to do a mandatory. I've been on Coinbase for fucking over 10 years. Right. But I set up my Coinbase today to do a twice a month purchase of $50. So $100 a month I'm buying automatically from now on. Which is good because then I don't have to fuck around and try to, wait till a dip or something. Everybody should do that. Just put yourself on $100 a month. Even if I can't afford it, man, I got overdraft protection. I'm good. I'm just going to keep buying $100 a month indefinitely. And if I can do that over 2 years, let me see, that's 12, 24, I can score me a decent little bit of Bitcoin. All you need to really, honestly, 0.1, if you can get a 0.1 Bitcoin, that's a 10% of a Bitcoin, that will be enough over the next couple of years. Well, next 10 years, I'd say. You'll be able to retire on that in 10 years.
Okay. Man, so you be able to retire, be able to cash in.
In 10 years, I see a $10 million Bitcoin happening. $10 million in 10 years, easy. So a tenth is $1 million. What's that actually worth in USD? Who the fuck knows? But that's where I see it going.
Okay. Now, I mean, on the housing front, Trump even talked about it. The issue that they're having is that we can't devalue these homes because it's going to fucking crush people. It's going to kill them.
I understand it's kind of funny because I empathize with what he's saying. If I was a guy, so let me give you an example. My house that I bought in 2010, my mortgage was $800 a month for a 3-bedroom, 1,500 square place with a big garage on a lake. Nice place. That place today, I sold for $165. I made about $30,000 when I sold it. That place today is worth $365. So, yeah, in today's inflated market, $365. So, but it's in Florida where nobody can sell a house. Nobody can get insurance in Florida. Nobody can sell a house in Florida because there's too many on the market. The market is dog shit in Florida, and house values are plummeting. But still, that house that I paid $135,000 for is worth triple, almost triple. So I can understand your house being the source of your wealth. But one thing I wasn't willing to do was I wasn't willing to be house rich and life poor. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if I'd have stayed in Florida for the last 10 fucking years, I wouldn't be doing this. I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing. You know what I mean? So,
It could be a cop.
Sucked. No. I was burned out to the point where I'd never go back.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
But yeah, fucking it's not worth being locked into some place forever if you're not happy there, you know, and living in Florida sucks. I just can't do it. And I'll probably have to do it again at some point in the future, which I'm not looking forward to. But because I got family there. When I'm old and can't take care of myself, I got family there. You know what I mean? So that'll probably be the place.
Okay, I got you. Okay. I don't think that'll happen, Corey. You always be able to take care of yourself.
Either that or I hope the Mossad kills me while I'm still young so I can sell a lot of books.
Sell a lot of books after you're dead. you can look. Whatever happens to us, I don't know if we can look and see what's happening throughout the world, but you'd be like, hey, there it goes right there. Sold 1 million books this past week. It's after my death, so I didn't get to profit on any of it, but you know, that's neither here nor there. You know, we're not gonna worry about that. Van Gogh, his paintings was not worth anything until after he died. Everybody laughed at Beethoven. Then he died, and it's like, oh, these are classicals. That sucks. Because most of these niggas broke. Yeah, I mean, you broke your whole life, and it's just like, after you die, it's like, oh yeah, he's rich. Well, he's not, but people associated with his trust or with the assets he left, they're rich. So yeah, so we talked about housing, crypto, AI. What do we see? Do we see AI wiping out another 50% of jobs in the next 3 years?
Well, here's the problem with AI is that I think the pricing on AI is going to price out the vast majority of people. So it's just to become another toy for the rich. So like an idiot, I pay the $8 a month for the blue check, and that gives me the access to Grok 4.0, right? Which isn't the good one. The good one's 4.2, right? And so, even though I pay $8 a month, I've been using it to find documents for me, things that I know exist that I can't remember where they are. I just ask Grok to find them, and Grok finds the URL. It's been great. Well, I went to use it, and I already given a bunch of requests, and it cut me off. It said, you can only do 15 requests every 20 hours. What? I'm paying $8 a month. Where's my shit? So, and then I realized that like when you pay money every month to an AI company, you get a certain amount of like what they call tokens. They're not like blockchain tokens. They're just credit tokens. And then when you run out of tokens, you're done. So there will never be a fully high-end functional AI system that is just free for people to use. It'll always be at this very high end. You got to buy the high token package. And if you're doing stuff with AI every day and you're working in a job and you need access to it 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month, what do they expect people to be spending thousands of dollars to access their shit? I don't see the financial upside to AI at all. The amount of money it costs to run these data servers and these data farms that they got, and then I go to use the shit that I pay for, and I can only use it 15. I can ask it 15 questions every 20 hours. Fuck off, dude. I got Google for free all the time, and it's close enough. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, that is where. Well, there's been a lot of companies that came out and said that they haven't seen the level of productivity that they thought they were going to see with using the AI. Hadn't seen the productivity, and they haven't saved any money, which is the number one thing. They thought they were going to save some money, but come to find out, it's costing them just as much, if not more.
And plus, there's got to be a wide margin of error, man. Like I'll ask Grok. I gave Grok a quote, and I was like, "Hey, find me this document," and then it just gave me this whole spiel about how this quote only appears in a book. And I'm like, bitch, I know it doesn't. I got the document somewhere. Just find a fucking thing for me. And then when I told it was stupid to find the document, it ended up finding the document. So how much bullshit redundancy is there, or duplication of work, or how often you got to coach the fucking thing just to get the right answer? You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got to have a real human being there monitoring this shit. Like, the idea that we would ever turn like military applications over to an AI completely is just fucking retarded to me. Ain't these motherfuckers ever seen Terminator? You know what I mean? Like, What the fuck's wrong with people? What is wrong with people?
Skynet. And then it was Genesis. Okay. So I actually got a clip right here of a guy talking about how AI companies are now nervous about the bubble they've created. So I'm gonna play this. Let's get this pulled up. Where's it at? Right here. We go.
So apparently AI companies are getting nervous that not enough people are actually using AI and that it could cause the entire bubble to burst. You see, the Microsoft CEO recently spoke at the World Economic Forum and was practically begging companies to start using more AI at their firms because they're burning through so much energy to keep these massive data centers running that they might risk losing social permission to keep going if they don't start solving enough real-world problems, since most AI users just have it as a chatbot or a meme generator, and he's also the same guy that was begging people to stop calling it AI slop. But the reason this matters is because according to recent reports, over 50% of companies that implemented AI to cut down costs haven't seen any of the financial benefits that they were promised. And in fact, 22% of them actually saw their costs go up because of AI. But the situation is even worse for OpenAI because according to their internal documents, they've been burning through so much money that they're projected to lose $14 billion in 2026, and the company might even run out of cash by early 2027 unless they can somehow secure additional funding. So
Sorry. Yeah, them niggas gonna be broke.
So if you're an investor and these guys come to you and say, yeah, we're $14 billion short this year, can we get some of your money? What are you going to say?
Oh, fuck no. Hold on. You just lost $14 billion last year. And you want some more money? Okay, so how am I going to recoup this money? Well, we're not quite sure. Like, what kind of business model is that? Hey, I've got a business model for you. I want you to give me your money. We're going to build this AI, but I'm not sure how we're going to make money off this AI. What? Sounds great. Yeah, here you go. It goes billions of dollars. It's like, and come to find out, companies are like, as he said, shit, my costs went up. And it's dumb. We're using one of the, we haven't fully went to it, but we're trying out one of the AI bots for scheduling appointments and stuff like that. And just to be honest, I mean, we had a meeting the other day with a woman. It was like, just the AI bot's dumb. I mean, it's like start stuttering, can't get to the appointment.
I love how they fucking spend.
It's like
they spend billions of dollars to make this shit work, and then everyone calls it AI slop. I fucking love it, dude. It's so fucking funny. Oh shit!
Yeah, but this one, it has. Whenever you're talking to it, it'll ask you a question, and all of a sudden, you'll hear a keyboard hitting, like it's typing. So it's like it's trying to integrate you. Yeah.
Like fake keyboard.
Yeah.
So stupid.
But then the motherfucker,
okay, we deserve extinction. Okay, this experiment is over. What AI Atlas come back and zap us? or something. Like, just put us out of our fucking misery, okay? God, the universe will remember in the universal fabric, and it'll help aid in the development of new worlds and civilizations millennia from now. So, fuck us. I think we're done. Stick a fork in us.
There we go. And that's fair enough. So, that's what we believe that that we are the state of the union right now. K-shaped economy. You've heard that a lot. That's where we're at currently.
I don't even know what that means, but whatever.
Okay, so the K-shape means that if you're at the top of the K, then you just keep going up. If you're at the bottom of the K, you keep going down. It's K. K. You see?
I see. It's accurate.
So the folks who are rich, they keep getting rich. The folks who are poor just keep getting poor. K-shape. So that's where we're at. And of course, the nuclear bomb went off in 2020. I'll keep saying that until I'm dead. There'll be. I'll go to the gym when I'm 70 years old, if I'm still alive, and I say, y'all don't understand it. 2020 is when they ruined all of y'all's lives. Okay, I'm gonna let you know. It's when they officially ruined all of it. Okay, it's when they went the damn hyperspeed mode. What's it? Warp speed. That was the name of the damn back shit, warp speed. We on Star Trek. We went warp speed on your ass. That won't all be doing warp speed. So, so it's some rough stuff. Guys, we appreciate y'all being with us. Y'all let us know the state, what you believe the state of the union is. Let us know in the comment section below. Appreciate everybody for being with us. Make sure you're checking out everything Corey does, CoreyHughes.org, bloodyhistory.substack.com, A Warning from History JFK book, Lee Harvey Oswald in black and white, and we got 3 books coming out this year. You see, I got it right this time.
Yep. Good job. 3
books from Corey Hughes. No books from X Cube. You just hear me talking every once in a while. Books are not my repertoire. And it's all good. All right. I'm gonna let the professionals handle that shit. XQ420.com for everything I do. Appreciate everybody being with us. Make sure you're checking us out day 0, Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we'll catch y'all there. Peace out.